You'll be like, I would love to take your phone one mistake. I'm gonna contaminate it. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. All right, homework question. Let's go. Yes, Aspen. What is 56? Shh.
It's the integral with lower bound immediate and then upper bound squared, and I over x ln x.
1 over x L into x. Not I. Okay, so this is a great question. There's a question I'll put on the test. I love this question. The reason why I love this question is you have to know what a u sub is, and you have to change your boundary and all that. So I will do u. Now, this is the thing. You want a u equal to something that du is within the questions. Okay, so hopefully you already understand that what u need to be. Connor, do you know what u need to be?
I was thinking, that's not entirely sure.
Why you say not entirely sure? Why you don't have confidence in yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't know, CA. I'm really confused about this question.
But why you don't have confidence in yourself? Did you do it?
Well, I tried.
Did you finish? Yeah.
Yes, but
What's your answer?
oh man,
Come on. What is your answer?
wait a minute. No, I didn't complete this question. I like halfway on.
No, that's what we're gonna talk about. That's the issue right there. You did not finish. Kaden, what you get for your answer?
Actual log of absolute value of 2.
Natural log of supervalue 2. Is everybody get that? Yeah. So why you didn't finish your problem? Yes, Connor. No, why didn't you finish your problem? There's no plus C because it's definite integral. No. I'm asking a legitimate question. I'm just asking a legitimate. Connor, why you didn't finish your problem?
Well, let's see.
Shut up.
I didn't know where to go.
Thank you.
Specifically.
What?
I didn't know where to go with it.
Okay, so you already say u equal to natural log of x. Follow everything. Du equal to 1 over x dx. Like you normally do, to see this 1 over x right here, this will eventually cancel out because you're gonna say x du equal to dx. Now that's gonna be 1 over u x, and this is x du. So this cancel out, that becomes du over u. Now what do I need to do? Change your boundary. Ln of e squared and ln of e. That's going to be 2. That's equal to 1. 1 and 2. And that's going to be ln of 2 minus ln of 1. And that's equal to ln 2. Now, I'm not trying to give Connor a hard time. I'm not. Like, people might think that I'm trying to give Connor a hard time. It's not hard time. I'm like, why didn't you just push yourself a little bit further and make mistake? Why are you so scared of making mistake and not finish a problem? Like, what is that fear that you guys have? Like, if Nizar see a girl, beautiful girl, and she wanna ask out, he wanna ask out, you have to go up to say, hey. No. No, I think Nizar have more game than Jesus. No. Oh no, Jesus got Myra, so Jesus doesn't have a game. All right, so no. My sincere thought process is this: I'd rather you go ahead and finish a problem, and it doesn't matter if it's wrong, and it's like, what you afraid of? Am I gonna give you a grade based on your wrong answer? No. And so you gotta have believe in yourself. Says you can accomplish your problem. It doesn't matter what. Okay, so you guys need to have that. Aspen, do you understand? Okay, yeah, Fiona. Ln of ln of x, yes. McKenna.
Why is there no plus C?
Because it's a definite. Definite is no. Definite never have plus C. It's just gonna get evaluation under the curve. Okay, next question. Yes.
20.
20. What's 20 says?
20 is the integral of x cubed and minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 9. And all of that is over x squared plus 3.
Okay, so this one cannot be done with synthetic division because it's x squared plus 3. If it's x plus 3, synthetic division can be processed, but this is not a synthetic division. So you have to go with the long division. Drop the ball. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna have an x here, so it's gonna be x cubed plus 0x squared plus 3x, and that's gonna be minus sign, so that's gonna be negative 3x squared plus x minus 9, and minus 3 is gonna be negative 3x squared times 0x is gonna be plus 0x minus 9. That's equal to 0, 0. This one's going to be x. So we equal the integration of x minus 3 plus x over x squared plus 3. So now if I put the two separate integral like this, that's going to be x squared over 2 plus 3x plus this one's going to be u substitution because of 1 degree difference. And du over 2x dx. So that's going to be integration of u x du over 2x. Cancel out. So it'll be x squared over 2 plus 3x plus integration of du over u, 1/2.
It's minus 3x. Because it's a negative 3.
What is it minus?
Minus 3x.
Minus 3x. Okay, sorry. And that's going to be 1/2 ln of x squared plus 3 plus 3x minus x squared over 2. So that is going to be plus c here because this is an indefinite integral, so there was a plus c. Not too bad, just a long division. I should go back change your grade.
Big times 0.
To a 89.2. All right, next question. Yes.
26.
Okay, 26 and 26 is which question?
Integral of x, parentheses x minus 2 over x minus 1 all cubed.
X what?
Minus 1 cubed.
This one is a beautiful question.
Eli is in her YouTube chat right now. He's asking questions.
Okay. Can you let me tell me which question? All right, so that's a great question because normally I would do u substitution equal to x minus 1 and then du equal to dx. And then at first I'm just starting from the bottom and this is from the top here. And then I'm gonna say, well, u equal to x is equal to u plus 1. So this is u plus 1. And then x minus 2. So if you got x minus 2, that means u plus 1 minus 2. That's equal to u minus 1. So it'll be u minus 1 here. So that's equal to u squared minus 1 over u to the third. Beautiful questions. This one's integration of 1 over u minus integration of 1 over u to the third. So this is a natural log of x minus 1 minus u to the negative 3 integrate. So it'll be u to the negative 2 over negative 2. So it'll be plus 1/2 L, not ln, sorry, times x minus 1 to the negative 2 plus c, and that should be fine. Oh yeah, we're gonna go over that. This is du here. This is a challenge question. This one just at the end you had to split. How many got this one right? Nice.
That's the
Next questions that you might have problem with. Yes, Fiona. Huh? 24. What's the question about?
Integral of 1 over x to 2.
I love that question. I put it on the last test, just so you know. 1 plus x to the 1/3, right?
Yeah.
Anything you don't know is you're gonna start with a power rule. If power rule doesn't work, do use substitution. The use substitution usually go with parentheses 99% of the time. Very rarely that you had to do use not inside the parentheses. I mean, BC Calc had to do one today, and nobody knew what to do, which is kind of challenging. It takes about 15 minutes for a whole group of BC kids ever to solve that problem after 30 minutes. No. So u equal to 1 plus x to the 1/3, usually like this. And go ahead and take it to Connor. Be brave. If you like ask a girl, if you like a girl, she's gonna go up to her and say, hey, can I have you at Snapchat? Can I have you Instagram, right?
Mr. A, you're giving bad advice.
Bad advice? What?
You know what? Connor, you can do whatever you want. Connor can. You can.
I don't know what you mean, but okay. Connor's good? I didn't ask her out. She called me. She said her car's broken, and I had to say, okay, let's see how to fix your car. X to the negative 2/3, so dx. So du is equal to 1 over 3 x to the 2/3 dx. Now just go ahead and solve for dx. Same thing as you do with every other questions. And then that's going to be 1 over x to the 2/3. And that's going to be u. And then dx is going to be 3x squared 3 du. So this will cancel out nicely. So it'll be 3 du over u. Du over u. So it'll be 3 natural log of 1 plus x to the 1/3 plus c. You gotta go ahead and finish your problem. I'm trying to say is that. Some action is better than no action. Finish it. Can I talk about today's stuff? Or do you still have other questions? Besides integration of secant event. So the way I categorize kids is this. When a person come in my room, a lot of people come in my room says, Mr. Ye, I'm good at math. I'm like, oh really? Right? So for me, like I look at everybody come in my room. Before they come in my room, it doesn't matter what they say. They start with level 0. Level 0 is probably they don't have a right foundation. They don't even know how to factor. They don't know how to solve the pig problem or panda problem. So those are, for me, that you have to get through all the problem to get through the level 1. Okay, so that means you have to have right foundation. So for me, like, if you come in my room, if you say good at math, I'm gonna give you a couple questions, algebra question, you gotta be able to solve it. And that's only proof that you're level 1 skill. Now, how do you get level 2 and level 3? Most of you guys in level 1 right now. You did not go to level 2 yet. How do you get to level 2 to level 3? Is that part I was talking to Connor about? The willingness of get the problem done. Anything necessary to get a problem done. Let's just say this. Integration of secant of x. How many of you guys look it up how to find integration of secant of x? Good. But how many of you guys actually go in to try to figure out how to take integration of secant of x? One. Okay. So those are the things I'm talking about. So the willingness to solve the problem. It doesn't matter how hard the problem is. It may be seem impossible. That is, they are not afraid of problem coming at them. So you cannot that something that is in front of you and that is scare you. Everybody need to have that attitude was if you're better, I'm gonna try to kick your ass. Same thing. Like Jared's better at me than ping pong any day. Right? My mindset, I don't know if those of you guys were here last year. My mindset is like I'm gonna kick his ass, I'm gonna kick his ass, I'm gonna kick his ass. I lose every single match. I lost probably 8 matches in a day. I said, no, Jerry cannot go home until I beat you. And I never did. I never, ever, ever did. So, but I do not give up. I do not give up because I'm not a person that will back off on anything. Until the very last day of the school, Jerry's like, okay, look, dude, we only gonna play 3 games and that's it. We're not gonna get to 8 games, 10 games, or 20 games. 3 games. So the first 2 he beat me. The last one, I finally pulled through, and I still lost. I still lost, but I lost proudly because the score was 21-19. It's not 21-8. It's not 21-12. It's 21-19. Okay, so fast forward to this year. Throughout the whole year, I'm like, I gotta beat Jared. I gotta beat Jared. The whole mindset is I have to beat him. You have to do the same thing. You gotta beat the problem. By the way, just so you know, this year I already beat him 5 times already. Huh? What'd you say? No, he was trying. He knows now he cannot. He knows that I'm no longer a slouch anymore. I was slouch, and the only person having not be is Rogov, and then I think 2 weeks ago I invited him back to play with him. I bet $10 and I lost. So but the thing is, I don't give up. I don't give up. If you're better than me, I won't give up. So that mentality is, I'm trying to say is that mentality is really important. Let's say Bennett take 2 pages to do something. Even you get nothing done on those 2 pages, you still learn how not to make a light bulb. So remember like the story I told you about Thomas Edison. People ask him, says, hey, Thomas Edison, how many times you failed making a light bulb? I says, well, I have failed 1,000 times. But Thomas Edison will reply, says, but, however, I found out 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. And you did not have that effort to do that. Some of you guys just like, when the first step you got stuck, you stop. Okay? Now let's talk about level 2 and level 3. Level 2 and level 3 is to have the willingness to solve a problem. Nobody ever get to that part, but if you did, I would say Bennett and Nearly, I think some of you guys did try that problem and fail. You do have that willingness to solve a problem. Now let's talk about level 4 and level 5. Level 4 and level 5 is the people who can take this problem to the next match. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm level 3. I'm not level 4 or 5. Level 3, it requires creativities. If you, after that is creativity. The things about math is, how creative you are. Like most of the elegant solution is the best solution that you can come up with is the most elegant solution. So what we're going to do is going to multiply top and bottom by certain things. And I don't know who come up with this. Actually, I honestly went to research about who come up with how to take integration of this. This guy is a genius. Well, it could be a girl. I don't know. Secant of x plus tan of x. And they multiply top and bottom by secant of x plus tan of x. And then they multiply this. This is a ratio of 1, so you're not changing the secant of x. Does that make sense? And then you get to this part, you're going to say, oh, okay, well, that becomes secant square of x, because you're going to distribute the top, plus secant of x, tan of x. Over secant of x plus tan of x. Now you're going to say, hey, Mr. Ye, I think you just make a problem a little bit more uglier. And then you say, okay, well, Do you guys see it?
Yeah.
I mean, you see it because you research about it, but does the rest of you guys see it?
Yeah.
What do you see, Brendan? No. Take an integral of what?
Like you take the integral of the numerators.
Well, you can, or you can take a derivative of the denominator. What's the derivative of the denominator? Well, why do I do that? Because we have a natural log as a tool right now. The only thing I care about is the u substitution for the bottom. So it's going to be secant of x plus 10 of x. Do you see the du? Du of secant of x is sexy 10. Derivative of 10 is sex twice. And du over secant of x, 10 of x plus secant square of x equal to dx. Now what happened? The bottom part is u, the top part is secant square of x plus secant of x, 10 of x, right? Times the bottom is going to be secant of x, 10 of x plus secant square of x. Du. Now, if you see this is just different order, it's a social property. 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2 is the same thing, so cross it out. Integration of du over u. This is equal to natural log of secant of x plus 10 of x plus c. And this is what I call creative. They can see things like 2 or 3 steps ahead of time. They can see it. That's why Magnus Carlsen is a really good chess player. Is because they can see things where other people cannot see. So in order to be best of the best, you needed to be able to first have the right fundamental on anything you do in life. Second is have the willingness to solve the problem. And this could be anything in your life. Third, you have to have a creativity to solve all the problems. So if you can accomplish all three, today math is not relevant. Math is just a process of learning how to solve problem solving, and the really important part is to be able to conquer of all these levels. I will say that a lot of you guys are in level 1 right now is moving to get to level 2 and level 3. And that's why I was asking Connor, what is preventing you to take that step to finish your problem? It doesn't matter right or wrong. I would judge Bennett better because he finished those 2 pages. He tried. He find how to do something. You gotta be able to do that. I will survive. So let's talk about all the trig integrals, right? All the trig integrals, sine of x dx. Do you guys remember what's integration of sine of x dx? Negative cosine of x. Good job. Plus c. What's the integration of cosine of x? Sine of x plus c. Hopefully you already know how to do this. Integration of, well, sexy 10 is also one of them, right? What's integration of sexy 10? Secant of x plus c. Integration of cosecant of x, cotan of x is what? Negative cosecant of x plus c. What's other thing that you might know? What's integration what? Secant square? Because we know all the derivatives, so that's equal to 10 of x, right? What's integration of cosecant square of x dx? Negative cotangent of x plus c. Now, here's my question. This is all the directly that we know. We know all the derivatives, therefore we know all the integrations. Let's talk about something indirectly. So let's say how do integration of tangent square of x? How do I do integration of tangent square of x? Now this one's indirectly. What I mean by indirectly, you must do something else first in order to take integral. Because if there's no derivative, it's going to give you tangent square. Yes? Yes? Bryden?
Oh no. I mean,
Okay, yes. Kane?
split it up into sine squared over cosine.
No. Yes.
Could you multiply by secant squared over secant squared?
No, but you're on the right track. Fiona? Balin?
Do you do like a trig identity with it?
Trig identity, which one?
Sine squared plus cosine squared. Or something else possible.
Something else. Yes, Armin?
It's gonna be you divide by cosine secant squared minus 1.
It's actually plus one?
Oh, plus 1.
And that's gonna give you the x plus 10 of x plus c. And this is indirectly. I would say this is indirectly. You should know this. Integration of cotangent square of x dx is gonna be same thing. It's gonna be 1 plus cosecant square of x dx. This is a Pythagorean identity. This one should be minus, by the way. Does that make sense? Those are indirectly, but that's not what the subject today. The subject today is which other four functions missing? Well, we already did one. Which other four function that we're missing? Missing where? Integration of what? Secant of x, right? We already did that one. Integration of cosecant of x. What else? One more. No.
It's minus 1.
Yeah, I think it is minus
Yeah,
one. Let's look it up. I think it's minus one.
Yeah, because if you do the sine squared x plus cosine.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's minus? Shit. I'm sorry. I'm like out of it today.
Minus 1.
One minus? A secant square of x. Okay, sorry. Thank you. I think some people correct me. Thank you so much. I'm not exactly 100% today. So what's it? Secant square of x minus 1? Thank you. That's equal to 10 of x minus x plus c. And there's a cosecant square of x minus 1, so it'll be cotan of x minus x plus c. Is that okay? Yeah, that's right. Sorry, my mind is not really there today. Integration of 10 of x is something we also don't know. Integration of cotangent of x dx. Well, we already know this one. Integration of secant of x dx is equal to natural log of secant of x plus tangent of x plus c. We already know this one. Because we just proved to you. You can just use the index card to tell you that's true. We also integration of cosecant of x. What do you think is going to be by integration cosecant of x? Yes, Caden.
It's negative ln absolute value of cosecant plus cotangent and of absolute value plus.
Just the complement part of it. Does that make sense? Last one. What's the integration of 10 of x? Now, why do we talk about this right now when we didn't talk about it first day? The first day we only teach you derivative. We never teach you to do logarithm integrations. So we didn't have that tool before. We didn't have the tool to take integration of secant of x or cosecant of x. But now we do. So how do I take integration of 10 of x? Yes. No. What do you split? What do you mean by split? Oh yeah, you can. I don't know if that's split though. That's just using identity. Now what can I do here? What's about
Then denominator equal to u.
Yeah, section is not negative.
u equal to cosine of x? Good. du is equal to negative sine of x dx, right? So that's the integration of u sine of x, and this is a negative du over sine of x, right? So this cancel out. That'll be negative du over u. That's equal to natural log of cosine of x plus c. Negative. What's the integration of cotan of x? What do you think the answer is going to be? Yes?
Is it gonna be negative ln, no, it's gonna be positive ln.
Yes. Because that's going to be cosine over sine. Right? And u equal to sine of x. Now du is going to be positive this time. So that's equal to du over u. That's equal to natural log of sine of x plus c. So we just finished how to take the integral of all this. Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you gotta do this one before you leave.
I don't think it is.
Yeah.
I think I have the answer. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm very.
What do you think the answer is?
Is it natural log of average value square root 2 plus 1?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'll be here at tutoring. I think I'm done today. No, I'm gonna teach pre-cal. I'm not gonna go. I don't have a test yet. They're supposed to have tests, but I was too sick to create a test. Too sick. I'm surprised I actually sleep good yesterday. If I cough like that, I usually cannot sleep. That's worse. But I won't be here tomorrow.
Plus 1 plus 2
Did you guys get it? If you don't get it, ask somebody to help you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So basically, you see how you have square root of 1 squared,
right.
and then you secant squared, and then tan squared is equal to secant squared of x plus 1, right? Which you take it out of the 1, take it out of the 5, and you get 1 plus tan squared of x equals secant squared of x. You gotta replace that, the 1 plus tan squared of x equals secant squared in the square root, I got 2 secant squared.
Oh yeah, that's right. I just read it.
You gotta
Because I didn't change that.
No, because the only thing is like transfer was different. You can like replace the transfer.
yeah, secant squared of x. And I've analyzed it. Oh my god, I got it.
So I know whatever you're like Arthur. I'm playing.
All of this will be right. You have any of all that stuff.
So this is still in the definite.
What's the square
And
root?
then the other one can take it from.
That's not it. The reason that's it's all derived from this. Derived is not
I got her. Because I made a point to see, okay, if it's 1 plus a yeah, I'm gonna do shots with I can put my head.
Yeah.
Everything's all right?
I answered.